Hey guys, today is August the 22nd of 2014. I want to go over the euro dollar using price and time technical analysis. So please pause the video and read the video disclaimer. Alright, as you can see, my last video, I mentioned that there was two targets that I was watching, the 3168 and also the 3219. And we hit the 3219, and there's a lot of things that are making me second guess, my original plan. So I figured let me just cover, or I guess flatten out, and just lock in all my profits and just stay on the sidelines and watch this level right here if we're gonna continue pushing lower. Mind you, we have an Andrews pitchfork that's right down here, so it could bounce off of it there. Could push lower Monday all the way to 3188, and maybe bounce and maybe test this Andrews to 50%. But either way, I wanted to lock in profits. As you can see, you've seen my videos and blogs. I thought this was wave 5 right here. Now I pushed it lower. Maybe this could be wave 5, and we start pushing up. But price action has to confirm it in order for me to go bullish. But I have mixed signals, so I figure I just lock in profit, like I said. As you can see, seasonal dates have been working well. The 18th, I got them from the 18th to the 20th, the 21st. I actually thought that was going to be a pivot low, but we, spiked lower. And then the next dates you want to watch is August 27th to the 29th, and then we go into September. So I just want to give you why I covered, just because I don't know if this is going to hold or not. But if it doesn't hold, I'm going to jump on. Maybe I'm going to have to deal with some support right here with this Andrew, but my next target would be 3168, but we'll see. Next thing I want to show you is my let's start with our cycle work. One of our cycles that I use shows, or was showing, let's get a little closer here, that the euro was going to bounce and top out around 9/4, September 4th, but that's not happening. It's pushing lower, so it's following its course, and it's deviating from the cycle. I just wanted to show you that. This was the August 6th. This is where I thought this low shouldn't be violated, but since it got violated, I figured it was going to push lower, and that's why I went short. But it was showing that it was going to go higher, and it's still showing that it's going to go higher. So I don't know. There's a divergence here from these two, from this cycle and this price action. So you got to keep an eye on that 9/5, and it shows that it actually shows. It actually shows that it bottoms out, February 2015, but we'll see. I don't want to go that far. But this says that it pops, and then it does a low right here around October 26, 27. So we'll see how that cycle pans out. This is one optimized to it, and you can see that it's following it really closely. And it says it's going to push lower, so that's why, it's better to just get your money and just kind of watch, and if it pushes lower, just jump right in. There's nothing wrong with jumping right in. And then it kind of bases off here around October, and then it puts a low in November 26. So let's see how that's going to pan out on that cycle. I have another one that I use too, and this is the one I was leaning a lot on, because everything with price and time lined up on August 6th, and it popped here, but euro kept going down, and look, it makes a turn on the 25th, 26th, and then it pushes lower. So sometimes things go inverse. It's weird. I've noticed that doing analysis. So when you think it's going up here, it goes down, and then when it turns here, that's when it turns going up. So it's kind of those things. So that's why don't follow the direction of the wave, just follow the turn of the wave. So if there's a turn here going down, maybe this is going to start going up, and then on the 9/11, 9/12, then it pushes lower, and it sometimes goes inverse, and then it kind of like resinks back. If you understand that logic, it's kind of it's weird, but I don't know how to explain it better than that. But that's how I see it when I do my analysis. Support I wanted to show you right here is some massive support right here from this 3230 all the way to 3180, and then there's some action going on there, and then from the 3164 to the 3141 some support, and all the way from the 3128 all the way down to 3024. There's some support down here, so I just wanted to show you that also. For the astro traders that look at the heavens for guidance and all that stuff, I wanted to show you what I'm seeing. This is Geo, and these are all planetary lines, so you can see that this is the moon going up. I was hoping this moon was going to give it some energy, but it didn't do anything. It failed, and it cracked, and it pushed even lower. This is Mars right here, so if it continues pushing lower, this could be support of that 3185-ish level, and you can see this starting to slope upwards, so should be interesting right here. Now if you go helio, you can see that this is the sun, this is Venus, Mercury. We were chopping around the sun on the top. We were putting some spikes, and then we just came down, and you can see that we found support right on Mars. Mars is a red planet. We pierced it a little bit, but we're above it, so this is where we're at, and this is Mercury and Venus. So as you can see, Mars has become support for Euro as of today's action. And if you look at the bigger planets, you can see this is Pluto. I totally forgot this is black. I guess I figure I put black because it's the farthest planet, you know, from all the other boys. Yeah. So this is Pluto. This is Saturn, and this is Jupiter. So if you know this is not going to hold, it's interesting that it kind of closed right on the Pluto line, 3240, if I'm right. It's probably gonna, if it's not gonna hold, it will push lower to Saturn, which is at 3187, and if it fails, this is the moon coming up. You can see that we're gonna, if it fails there, it'll possibly find support at the Jupiter, which is at 3089 or 3088 around there. What else I want to show you? Oh, cycles. This is some other cycles I have. This is why I was also long, and I said if this low of August 6th gets violated, I was going to go short because everything lined up right on the price and time date, which is August 5th, and everything pushed higher. And it's still pushing higher, and you can see that the euro is pushing lower. So there's divergence between the cycles and price action. And you can see that it kind of tops out to 28, 29. So you should keep that date around there because there's a lot of stuff going on towards the, you know, towards the end of the week. Yeah, and it kind of goes sideways. I think there was another cycle too that I have. Oh, I showed that one already. What else? Now into geometry for people that use geometry in regards to trading. I readjusted my Gann square. I think there was something off that I missed in my calculations. And I feel like this one should probably be more accurate than the ones I've been showing on my videos, because everything kind of lines up, you know, squared out. And I see that, you know, this is where we're at right now on the euro. And I want you to keep, I want you to look at this right here, September 20th. It should be interesting. This is where things just meet, you know, in the middle. So keep an eye on that date when we approach it. I don't know if we're just going to chop around here, keep pushing lower, and then somewhere around here pop up. But you can see that this has been following this angle downward, and there's a cross point right here, like a vibrational level. And I don't know if it's going to turn here, which is, you know, this week coming up. But, you know, for me to, for Euro to convince me to go long, it needs to stay above this angle. If it can't stay above this angle, then, you know, it's not even worth it. It's probably going to chop it, maybe push lower, maybe hit 3168 and maybe even go up. So I don't know, we'll see. But I just wanted to show you that. All right, so let's start up here with my ellipse. You can see that it found support here. I was finding support on this ellipse, and there's a vibrational point here on September the 8th. So we'll see how that pans out. 9:14, this is when the ellipse ends, so let's see what timing happens there. But this is where we at on the ellipse. Nothing there, nothing there. Harmonic waves, you can see on the harmonics, it's pointing up, and that's one of the other reasons I was going long. But you see that euro's going down, and it tops out around the 11.11 around there. On the saw, same thing. It's pushing, as the cycle is up all the way to 11.12, and euro's still going down. So Fourier string showing, a pop all the way to the 28th, 29th. So keep an eye on that date. And then it does a pivot turn around the 20th, which is the date that I have that lines up amazingly with the Gann square of 9 right here. So will it go up, squeeze out some shorts, then pop down, and then maybe go continue higher? I don't know, but just wanted to show you the stuff that I see. With the harmonic strings, it's showing something on the 28th, 29th. I don't know. That date is showing up a lot. What is that date? So that's next week, Thursday or Friday. Keep an eye on that. I don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of what I call vibrational clusters showing up there. So I don't know what kind of energy is going to pop, or some news, or I don't know what the calendar is even. I mean, I rarely look at the calendar, only when I hear the news when they talk about events like today and Draghi and all that. But let's see how that pans out. Nothing there. The pitchfork, nothing really there for me. Fibonacci, nothing there. Gan Fan, I wanted to show you this. Kind of interesting. Let's see where we at here with this Gan Fan. This is from this Gan Fan is from the July low, the July 9th low of 2013. Pivot to the high, which is the May 8th, and you can see that we failed this here, and it was a strong reaction down. And if it pushes lower, we might possibly find support somewhere around here, which is at 31.75. Which my next target is the 31.68. So it might pierce it down here and then find support. But it's kind of interesting there. Using the Gan Fan, if you take the Gan Fan and take it to the next low, you can see that we already failed it. So I don't know if this is where the bulls are saying, like, man, this is the last leg, we need to like get in there and push this higher, or I don't know. It's just one of those things you just kind of think about. But those are the things I see. You can't really go from there because you already failed it. One rule with the Gan Fan, of the way I've been using it, once you fail a pivot that the price has overrun or taken over, you got to go to the next one. And you can see that it's like a domino effect. It keeps failing it. So, then you push it lower here. Then you got this support here. So every time you fail it, you see that I mean, look at it. Look at the price action when it does it. Look, it failed it here. Bulls came, tried to defend it. They chopped around, undecided, and then a big fat finger, someone just came and pounded it down. Same here, pounded it down. So it's kind of finding support here. So we got to see what happens there then, What else? Let's continue going. Weekly. The weekly chart is showing, that we're still bearish. Nothing, bullish. Just that, I hit my target, but other than that, it's still bearish. On the monthly bar, you can see that we're still bearish. And the monthly bar will end right here. So we got a couple of days to go, but very bearish. And I think that's it for the geometry side of the markets. Yeah, that's it. That is it. Last thing I want to show you. Let's see over here. You can see the action here. London session came in on the 4-hour chart, and then they just slammed it down. Found support here at the 32.20. You can see Woody's pivot held as support, the 32.24ish. That's the monthly S1 pivot. hit the linear regression channel right at the bottom. So let's see if that's going to hold. But my target is 31.68, somewhere around here at the top of this cloud if it ever gets there. So let's see. Let's see what happens there. And this is where we at. And you can see the 15 minute how it got volatile around 130. Interesting. Look at that. Just up and down. That's why I got out. I mean, once I hit my target, that's why you got to have a target no matter what happens. Have a target, lock in, take some, profit, or just get it all out. And I know we're getting close to a turn, but I can't, I don't know why I can't lock the turn yet. It's like it's just doing its thing. So I'm just trying to, mathematically figure this out using all the techniques I use to see. And if I see that everything is lining up, that this is the bottom, then I'm going to jump long. But until now, I'm just kind of still researching and analyzing this. I'm going to end the video with the big picture. Let's go to the big picture right here. And the big picture, we got a new moon coming up on the 25th, so maybe this is going to save the euro. I don't know. You can see the 12 hours all bearish. TEMA, Mobile, everything. CCI, look at CCI on Nitro on the 12 hour. This is like super bearish. This is like putting gas on, like stepping on the gas pedal while you're driving for bears. When this thing is the 50, especially all the way down here. Look, you got Fisher buy signal here, and it was a head fake. You can see the snapback. It wasn't even fully. Everything is just pushing lower. It looks like the squeeze plate trigger on a daily. It looks like it wants to go lower. Fisher sell signal. I mean, this is strong bearish right here. TEMA negative. Weekly, you failed at 50. TEMA negative, negative, negative. Look at that on the weekly. Look how deep is digging in on the Nitro area right here on the weekly. Kind of soap signal, and that's when when you see saw my video, got these 3 wicks on a weekly showing buying of huge, I don't know, some people with money. And look at that head fake, and they got me too. They got me, believe me, they got me. But I made up some of that loss going short right away. And the pressure's still to the downside on the monthly. The pressure's still to the downside. Still to the downside. So hope this video helps. I'll keep you posted on I'm gonna do some research on other things that I do. Just haven't had the time just to see if maybe this, if everything lines up, if this could be a possible low, or if they're going to be pushing lower. So I'll keep you posted. Have a great weekend, and make some pips.